Welcome to Graphic Online News in Brief. In the headlines, former energy minister says he's ready to face investigative bodies over $170 million judgment debt. Majority dismisses minority's demand for reverting of 4 deputy ministers-designate. ECG announces a 22-day power outage schedule to begin June 28. And Ghana Water assures public of regular flow of water. News in Brief is brought to you by...
Download your Graphic News Plus now and choose your preferred package daily, weekly, monthly, and annually, and access free news on various interest areas as well. Graphic News Plus, connecting people through news.
And now the news in brief. Former Energy Minister Dr. Kwabena Donkor says he is ready to face any investigative bodies over a $170 million judgment debt resulting from government's cancellation of a power purchase agreement. The Attorney General Godfrey Dame has indicated the need for investigation into the agreement which predates the current administration.
The government of Ghana under the John Mahama administration signed the agreement with Ghana Power Generation Company in February 2015 when Dr. Kwabena Donkor was Energy Minister. The succeeding Akufo-Addo administration, however, terminated the agreement in 2018 based on recommendations from a committee set up by the Ministry of Energy to review all power agreements. A commercial court in London consequently handed Ghana with a $170 million judgment debt for what it says was an unlawful contract termination.
This is not the first time I've been called to the CID. You remember the famous Ameri. There are others. You could CID, I've been through all of them. When you have a clear conscience, when you act in the national interest, why not? Anybody has a right to say they are investigating. I have my documents. I went to cabinet. If the whole cabinet was wrong, fine. I came to parliament. If the whole parliament was wrong, fine. I'm not a lawyer. I didn't draft the agreement. The agreements are drafted by the legal officers of the ministry under the supervision of the Attorney General's office. The Attorney General's office was involved. So if you say the draft was wrong, am I a lawyer?
The majority in Parliament is dismissing demands by the minority for a reverting of 4 deputy ministers-designate approved by the majority side of the House. The minority on Wednesday walked out of the House as Parliament approved the 4 outstanding deputy ministers-designate.
The 4 minister-designate are Martin Mensah Kosa for local government, Lariba Abdu for gender, children and social protection, Amidu Isaku Chinia for sanitation and water resources, and Diana Asonoba Dapa for the Ministry of Justice. Speaking on the floor, Deputy Minority Leader James Aveji explained that the NDC MPs on the committee were not part of the vetting process of the 4 nominees as they were in their constituencies planting trees as directed by the Speaker.
We from the minority side will not be part of this debate because the chairman has not been fair to us.
Respect to your committee.
The chairman has not been fair to us. Once we were in our constituencies doing national assignment directed by the Right Honorable Speaker, he was organizing a meeting to vest nominees. Mr. Speaker, why should that be so? So our side will not support these 4 nominees. We will not be part of this. And I want to draw this to make this to your attention that we will not take part in the debate. We will not support these people. Mr. Speaker, I thank you very much. So we'll work out. When they finish, we'll come back.
It's unfortunate that there was a mix-up in communication. If maybe the Speaker had been much more consultative, we would have seen a way about it. And the Deputy Speaker, who is the chair of the committee, Speaker, I'm told, engaged some of the committee members. Not everybody was present. And unfortunately, information was not transmitted appropriately, which is how come the committee held a discussion and took the decision.
The Electricity Company of Ghana says it will begin the 3rd phase of its planned power outages from Monday, June 28 to July 19. ECG, together with the Ghana Grid Company, have already undertaken 2 outages to facilitate the works of contractors and projects aimed at improving power supply reliability.
In a statement released on Wednesday, June 24, The ECG says the exercise, which will last for 22 days, will start from 6 p.m. to 12 midnight on each affected day. According to the ECG, the power outages will help to complete the stringing and commissioning of its Volta Achimota transmission line. It says that the load to the Trasaco bulk supply point will also be managed to enable the construction of towers at the Volta, Accra East and Achimota substations.
In our final story, the Ghana Water Company Limited says it is working around the clock to ensure regular flow of water to communities experiencing erratic water supply. According to the head of public relations and communications of the company, Mr. Stanley Mate, the irregularity is as a result of reduction in the pressure of water pumps at the Wager treatment plants caused by irregular power supply.
Mr. Mate was speaking in an interview on Accra-based Joy News on Thursday, June 24. Areas such as Kaneshi, Awoshi, and Malam have for the past few days been experiencing irregular water supply. Mr. Mate, however, assured the public that engineers were working around the clock to ensure the regular flow of water.
In the last few weeks, we have been having some power challenges. Our Wager treatment plant has been irregular. As a result, it affected 3 out of 4 of the pumps that we use at the treatment plant. So for the past 5 days, we have been working around the clock to repair these pumps and then put them back to use. We are working around the clock. We are making sure they are not leaving site until we have all pumps back in operation and then pumping at full capacity. So can be assured that we are doing the repairs of the pumps and then we can supply the way we always do.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow with another edition. Stay safe and protect yourself from COVID-19. For more news, visit graphic.com.gh or log on to Facebook at Daily Graphic and on YouTube at GraphicGH. I'm Ama Amankwa Befi.
Subscribe now.